Hi everyone, it's Cheryl. Welcome back to this channel. Today was my grandson Liam's second birthday, and so Rob and I went up to Brookings, South Dakota to celebrate with him. And before it was time for the party, we stopped at a little antique mall up there called Threads and Memories, and as we're walking up I see this sign that says half off everything in the cellar. So I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta go in here. So we did, and as most of you know, I like to make my junk journals, and they had some old books on sale at half off. So I got some really good buys, so I bought a few, so I just want to share those with you because they will be made into junk journals. I'm hoping to open a new Etsy store in the near future, and just trying to get on my life all going again. So anyway, I was really excited. So the first one I got, and the cover is a little rough, but it's the book one of the Aldine Readers. And like I said, the cover's a little rough, but it's not real bad for a book that's this old. And it was originally priced at $3. As you can see, it's been written in and the pages are not the best, but it will work for what I want. And this one was, the revised edition is 1916, so that's really cool. And looking through these, and there's some little illustrations here that are really cute. Of course, there's a lot of writing in the book, and there's a lot of writing in the book. A lot of scribbling, as you can see on this page. But there's some really cute little illustrations here and here that would be useful for journals. And I am not one, I will not cut up a vintage book that is in really good shape. I won't. I can't bring myself to do it, but this book has seen better days, as they put it. So look at these little illustrations. This one is so cute. I like it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it up here, but I've got the camera in front of me and I keep bumping the tripod, so sorry about that. I got to come up with a better system. But yeah, the book has been written and colored in and everything, so it'll be a good one to turn into a junk journal. Okay, that's the first one. Second one, I have always wanted to do a circus-themed junk journal, and I found Walt Disney's Toby Tyler, and this was given to a little boy for Christmas. It's dated 1961 on the inside, from Daddy and Mommy. So, but again, it's one of the Disney books. There's a few illustrations in here that, oh, I just saw one and now I can't find it. But there's some circus illustrations in here. I love this back here, the circus train. That I might keep in. When I do a journal, I might just keep this in there. So yeah, that one was really a good one to get. And the book is in pretty good shape. It's a little worn. It needs to be cleaned up, but it's in pretty good shape. Then, I love the cover of this one, so I'm hoping there's some way to clean it up. These are cloth covered, and I'm not sure how you would clean them up. So if anybody out there knows a good way to clean them up without ruining anything on them, let me know. This one is the Jones Readers by grades, and this is book 6, so I'm assuming it's a 6th grade reader. And this one also was $3, so I got it for $1.50. And it's dated in the book September 1909. Must have been when this little boy, Charlie Johnson, from Falkton, South Dakota, read the book, or had the book. And the copyright on this one is 1903 and 1904. And I really didn't look through it. It's got a very few illustrations in here. But again, this book's been written in. Some of the pages are ripped and torn and stuff. But I really like the print in this book. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really kind of neat. So yeah, that was exciting to get a hold of. When I came across this book, now the spine on this book is pretty ruined. And you can't even hardly see the picture. It's a man and a lady kissing. The book is called St. Elmo. And I'm pretty sure it was a really pretty book at one point. So I was thinking maybe I can put a new picture over the front of this one, and probably have to take the original spine off, but I might be able to. Might be able to save the book. I don't know. There's some white stuff on it. This book is interesting inside. And this book was marked at only $2, so I got it for $1. I think I spent like $17 total in there. This one is very interesting, though. When you read it doesn't have a copyright date. Where do I see it? It's very, very tiny. The first one says, entered according to the Act of Congress in the year 1866 by G.W. Carleton in the Clerk's Office of the District Court of the United States for the Southern District of New York. And then down a little ways it says, entered according to the Act of Congress in the year 1894 by Mrs. Augusta J. Evans Wilson, who is the author of this book, and that was in the office of the Librarian of Congress at Washington. And then it was also another one of the same in 1896. So that's kind of interesting. It doesn't have a copyright, but it says that they were entered in. I take it that was the early form of how they stated the book was copyrighted. And I love the writing in this book. This has got really, really, really neat old printing in it. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up or not. I'm trying to move it up to you. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like that. And I believe there are a few illustrations. Yeah, there's some illustrations in here that I can take and use. Really cool. Then I picked up a Heidi book. And I think the front of it is just so cute. Heidi and the little lamb there with her. Lamb, goat. Something like that. Anyway, it's really cute. I think the Heidi, the drawing or the illustration of Heidi on here reminds me of the Chatty Cathy dolls out of the early 60s. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I'm not sure when this book was published. It's in Roman numerals. I would assume it was out of the 50s just by the look of it, but it's got a lot of the illustrations in here. And so this is going to be a fun book to use, and this one is falling out of its cover, and the spine is in bad shape. And like I said, I am not one who would ever rip up a good vintage book. I won't do that. So then I was walking around the other part of the flea market, and I came across this. And it's too bad that the cover is ruined, because this is really cool. It is the Imperial Stamp Album. And this is awesome, guys. I don't know when this was put out because I can't find a date. It did cost me $3, but it was so unique. And this thing is full of stamps. Old ones, new ones. Had this bag of stamps and stamps like this. And the pages have a lot of stamps in them that I can cut apart and use for a lot of things. And I can use the pages. And it's from different countries, like these are United States stamps. And then this is how they do it. This is Abyssinia. Obviously no one had any stamps from Abyssinia. I don't think Abyssinia even exists anymore as a country. But like this one is Austria, and there is one Austrian stamp pasted into the book there, the purple colored one. But it's kind of neat the way that there's certain stamps they, listed those, and then you pasted the stamp over the top, and then they also had blank spaces for more if you got more. And like I said, there are a lot of stamps in here, plus the stamp illustrations in the book and the pages. This one was from Belgium, and there's a lot of Belgium stamps in there. So someone got a lot of stamps from there. Like I said, I have no idea how old this book is, but it's just full of stuff. What's this? I guess there's more exploring to do here. This is part of an envelope, it looks like. Oh, and that's full of stamps. Cool. Let's see what we have in here. This is just exciting. I was so amazed to find something like this. Let's see, where's that one from? Oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce these. I would just totally slaughter the names, I'm sure. I don't know, but like, look at these stamps. Like, there are a whole bunch of them in here, so this is really, really cool. I can't wait to actually get in and really dig in here and look and see what I did get, because this is neat. A stamp from Hungary. This is just super neat. A latest complete price list. But I don't have a date, so I don't know when this latest complete price list. Oh, what is this? I don't even know. It looks to me like it's written in French. It looks like it's a ticket or something like that. This isn't ephemera. This is the real deal, so that is cool. Really, really cool. And you can see it's been in the book. somehow where this was sitting has caused the page to turn dark. This is going to be so much fun going through this, because I really didn't look at it much in the antique mall. I just like saw it and I was like, oh yeah, I want this. And this is going to be fun. This is going to be awesome. And then this, oops, let me put these stamps back in this book. This is the best of the bunch. And I know I've got glare. I will hold it up. I'm going to back the camera off just a bit more so you can see my mess. This is the best of the bunch. This book was sitting there, and I couldn't find a price on it. Look at this book. It's too bad the cover's ruined. This is awesome. It's called Creatures Tame. Okay? And the book, Rob was nice and went online and looked this up. And this book is falling apart, the poor thing. This book is by Maggie Brown. And so Rob looked it up, and he found out that Maggie Brown was born in 1801, and she passed away in 1900. So she was just a year short of, or a few months short of being 100 years old. We couldn't find a date. I asked the man. I said, "There's no price on this book, but I love the illustrations, and I'll be showing those to you in a minute." And he looked through, and he couldn't find one, and he goes, "Well, let's see what the date is." Well, we couldn't find a date either. And so anyway, he looked at it, and I told him, I said, the book's in really bad shape. These prints have to be from woodcuts. They just do. But like, I saw this little girl's dress in here, and I'm like, well, or the bustle on this lady's dress, and I said, well, that's got to be 1880s, because that's when the bustle, 1870s, 1880s. Because that's when the high bustles that look like that were in fashion. Trust me, I know this stuff. And so so I didn't tell the guy there that, but I was showing it to Rob that way. But anyway, the man, he looked through it, and we both looked at it and agreed that the illustrations in this book are just phenomenal. Look at these. Aren't those beautiful? They're just gorgeous. Like I said, they have to be taken from woodcuts. So anyway, this one, I love this one. I like rats. I have no problem with mice and rats. Spiders, no way. Mice, rats, the whole deal, yeah. I think that is just so cool. So anyway, he looks at the book and he goes, $2. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, $2 sold. I'll take it. I will take it. Now this one we found out probably could not be any later than 1884. He said he found one on Amazon, and it had the same cover. And see, this is what I mean. Some of the pages are torn apart, which is too bad. But I tell you what, this is the most beautiful book. Look at that one with the dogs, and the dog's got a bunny in his mouth. That's kind of sad, but it doesn't mean he killed it. He might have just found it. This little girl with the bird, beautiful. Isn't that pretty? And this book is just full of these, and since this book is so bad off, and I'll show you the back cover of this book. It just must show other storybooks that this Cassell's published. Since it's in such poor shape, I am positive the copyright is gone on all of these. I mean, because either 75 years or death of the author negates the copyright. And since I'm sure the woodcuts, no one's copyrighted them, I am thinking of reducing these down probably, and when I get an Etsy store, possibly selling a bundle of the pages with the woodcut prints in them, because I want to share them with everyone, but I don't want to take them out of this book. This is just, even though it's in the worst shape ever, it is still just too special to take them apart. So that was my finds for the day, and I am truly excited. I am so happy, and I can't wait to get going on those. So I'm pretty sure they will be cropping up as things I show you on the channel as I get going on them. Oh, now I've got so many I want to do. This is awesome. I don't even know where to start, but anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my small haul today. I sure had fun finding it. I was so excited. Everything I found, I was just more and more excited. So anyway, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye-bye.